Okay, great morning. I think we're going to pull some cards and just see if what I get wisdom from the universe today. Let's see what we have. Okay. First out is follow your heart. Okay. Very important to follow your heart. Let's see what we have with that. Above it, we have going forward in life. What are you looking for? What kind of ships are you waiting to come in? What is it that you are putting in place for your life? What's coming from your heart? Let's see what we have underneath of it. Decision. Yeah. Life is, we come in here, and it's like I say with our astrology things. They're not predetermined things, but they are challenges and opportunities that one has that's presented when you come into this world. So what is it? Are you going to follow your heart? Are you going to do what really moves you to be done? Because if you do what really moves you in the game of life, you're going to be much happier. Maybe it's not going to make the most money. Maybe it's, maybe you're a person just likes to clean and you want to work cleaning things. Okay, no harm, no foul. Do what makes you happy. So going into it, it's about awakening. Okay. So this is a familiar theme about awakening. Strong mentality. Looking at where your mind is at with things. Lust. Okay. So what is it? Again, better to follow your heart than lust, than lower passions. Or it could be in a positive way to follow your passions, the passions of your heart, what makes you happy. Now, it doesn't mean when I hear lust, sometimes it feels more like, how do I want to put it? Maybe wanting something that's not so beneficial for you, chasing after something that is that you think you want, and it's like a carrot being dangled. So it's better to awaken and look at the strong mentality of things and look at your hearts. Your heart, is your heart ruling or is your head ruling? Okay, awakening to that. Now we had here surprise. Now when I pulled it, it was upside down. So, we have all sorts of surprises in life that come, some things that are unexpected. Okay. Maybe surprises about religion, about your belief systems that you're holding to, about coming to others for guidance, and the health. So I think that this has to do with, are you following the dictates of heart, or are you lusting after something not so beneficial to you? something that's ruled to by the mind versus the heart, okay? And are you finding unhappy surprises when it comes to religion and your health, the religiosity? Maybe you are becoming more disillusioned by your religious persuasion, by the dogmas, the dogmatic things. Especially we see now the fall of this Christian nationalism. Maybe you've been going to a church and then all of a sudden they're preaching prosperity gospels, or they're teaching, and you see that it's just not in alignment with what Christ was talking about, or any of the avatars, etc. It's not coming from compassion, it's not coming from love, it's coming from greed, and they're bringing in doctrines of politics into church, or they're talking about guns, and it's just, you're finding that it's really an unhappy surprise when it comes to your religion and your health, okay? Maybe you're finding that it's more towards the religiosity versus the higher awareness that Christ came to speak, or that Buddha wanted to speak of, or any of the religious persuasions. At the heart of it, we had once come to bring light to people, but now people are being chained by it. And so it might be time to awaken and looking at what's the mentality of this, okay? And is it lust that one is after? Is one lusting after power, after the drama, or is one willing to follow their heart when it comes to moving forward in life, and understand that this is the game of life that we're involved in? And where is your understanding of religion, etc.? Is it being healthy for you, or is it not healthy? Are there unhappy surprises that are coming down with it now? And I think this happens along the way. We start out maybe following the confines and dogmas of organized religion, okay, of the do's and the don'ts and the dramas. But as we proceed and go into further discovery on our own journey of life, we find some really unhappy surprises when it comes to the religiosity of the day. And we start awakening to the fact that we have to follow our heart within it, rather than the dictates of mind and lust and drama that are being put out there. Okay? Again, we look forward and understand that this is a game of life. We're here, we have choices, we have freedom, free will, so it is up to us what we choose. And is your religious persuasion healthy, or is it not healthy any longer? If it's not healthy, then, maybe time to throw away the dogmas. And it might be time to follow the dictates of heart. And we look at those like Christ. So a lot of this is coming up of this lately. What Christ was teaching was from the heart. And what we see sometimes of the dictates of the dogmas is following lusting. Okay, their focus is on lust and perversion and drama, etc. We see in so many of these churches now that these so-called pastors or priests or whatever have been pedophiles or have been, nuns that have been pregnant, that have been, and pedophiles. And it's just coming out more and more and more of these so-called priests and religious being ruled by lust rather than dictates of the heart as well. So much of this has fallen and gone to more dark areas of lust rather than agape. Okay, agape love is that, higher love. It's not based on sexualization. It's not based on that. It's a love of the heart. It's a love of humanity versus a lust of the body and the physicality of lusting after money, wealth, power, sex, whatever the lust is that mind is driving. It's time to look at things. Is one being driven by lust or by the heart? Is one looking to the higher things of the heart? So it might be time for people to start awakening to the fact if they're driven by lust or if they're driven by the heart. If you're driven by the heart, okay, then you will be much happier in life than if you're lusting after something, and again, it comes down to if you're driven by the heart, the dictates that Christ was speaking, then everything is fulfilled already. If you're driven by lust, then what are you looking at? Then you're in the Old Testament. You're in these do's and these don'ts, and, don't lust after your neighbor's wife, and don't, have other gods, and don't do this and don't do that. Because lust is after what? Lack, greed and lack. Love comes from a totally different place, okay, of being fulfilled within oneself and being willing to give that out to others, coming from a place of compassion and love and empathy, okay, and wanting the highest and wanting the best for humanity. And that is such a different place than lust, which lust is usually ego-centered desire. So again, the dark and the light, within the light and humanity, you have the heart, fulfillment of the heart, wanting the best for all people. If you are in lust, then it's ego-centered. I want what I want for myself, and I'm first, and that's it. So again, is one being ruled by the head and lust of unfulfillment and greed, a hole, HOLE, which will never be filled, or is one going towards whole, WHOLE, the wholeness within of following the dictates of heart, okay, which wants the best for humanity, wants the highest, wants to come from compassion and love, and again, seeing the higher dimensions for life. So I'm going to leave this here. I think it took a little while to get into the flow of what the reading was, trying to bring forward, because I'm still not, I'm still a bit somber and stuff today, so it's going to take me a while, to come back to my perky self. I'm just saying, it's a bit of a somber day today, and everybody knows why. So anyway, I'm fine. Max is fine. It's just really missing the lightness of Missy Mamie today. You know, I don't wake up to my girlfriend coming out and, you know, saying good morning and everything. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully by end of today I will snap back, and I know she's still around, you know, but you just miss the physical presence of them, and that's all. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see you online.